Hey, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Now I want to get into friendships, and people who you so-called friends, and people who you associate with, and people who your true friends, who is true to you. And for the past few days, I was online. Past few days, I was just going through my phone, just looking at different things, different news, and I happened to run into the story of Shanquella Robinson. Now, story goes on October 28th. She went away with her friends to Cabo, Mexico. I guess for a little celebration, a little get together, and a little getaway with her friends. And she wound up not coming back home with her friends. She wind up, far as the sources go, she heard the stories go that she drank some liquor, and she had to poison through the liquor, like food poisoning, but she got poisoned through liquor. But after further investigation, it was more of a neck severed, a spine severed, broken neck, and when the friends are questioned about her passing, when they found her laying on the floor, they all had different stories. All had different stories. Nobody, and now new sources are coming up, and new sources will be coming up, and you'll hear more about this story. You may hear more about this story, but my whole thing is friendships. And my whole thing, you only have one or two good friends that will have your back. You know who they are when you climb up the ladder. Well, God bless you to reach certain plateaus in your life. And sometimes when you're down and out and laid up in the hospital, and you're just laid up and you're down and out, you know who your true friends are, who reaches out to you, who have your back, who keeps in contact with you. You know who they are. Now, she is a hairdresser. She's an entrepreneur. That's what I read about her. She's an entrepreneur. She lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she's inspirational. If you look at, you see some of the TikTok videos where she dances with her friend, and then you see she's very friendly, she has a character about herself. But the friendships and the people who were around her, I don't know, wasn't so true. Because if you look, I've seen a little bit of the footage, but if you see the footage, it's more like when she was in this scuffle, this physical conflict, there were people video recording the conflict, and they didn't really offer to help to break up the fight, or they didn't really offer to help. Something happened where she got into a conflict, and they're not able to, and they were just we're living in a time where people are quick to take out their phones and start recording to get likes on their social media platforms, and they're quick but not able to, or some they're quick to take out their phones, but they're not able to help you as far as they're quick to get likes more than they will help a person. That's what I'm trying to say. They're quick to get likes more than they will help a life. They're quick to get likes by recording and videotaping and posting than actually helping somebody out in a time of need and a time of help. And I go back, I'm a big advocate of watch your circle, watch who you share your success with, and watch who you share things with. Watch your circle, watch who you bosom buddy with. I'm a big advocate of that. Now, when you look at the whole spectrum of the situation, now why are people quick to take out their video camera, their phones, using videos on their phone, quick to pull out their phones, but you won't not break up a fight in a room with multiple people in the room, and you will not break it up just to stop the tragedy from happening. Because when you're in a physical couple, anything can go down. That's your life is flashed before your eyes. Why wouldn't you break that up? Why are you quick to pull out your phone and then post just to get a like? We got to think about, is really something wrong with this society when you're quick to just pull out your phone to get a like, other than saving a life? Now, the scripture says, and I'll go back to the scripture now, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 4. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. Let's think about that scripture now. Love pleasure than God. If you had God in them, it's one thing to go and celebrate, but if you had God in them, you wouldn't be so quick to pull out your phone. You'd be quick to help and break up a conflict that's brewing, or break up a conflict that already started. That's why I'm a big advocate of watch your circle, watch who you keep in your circle, watch who you converse with, ask for wisdom. If you're going to go away with somebody or go away with a group of people, and I'm sure she knew these people for a long time, but for people to, you go away with somebody, for a group of people, you go away with a group of people, and then for you to lose your life, or for you to have something that you're successful with. And that's another thing too. A lot of us have that crab in the barrel mentality, and we gotta stop that. That's what's destroying our community, the crab in the barrel community. That's destroying us. I don't know what it was. It could be jealousy that they just videotaped this conflict going on, and they seen her success. Remember, she's an entrepreneur. Remember, she learned, which a lot of us want to be an entrepreneur. A lot of us want to be entrepreneurs. I know I do. And a lot of us want to be where we can make our own funds and make our own money. And sometimes when somebody's success gets to your head, you can't see them on top, and you have a little bit of, you're celebrating with them, but you're not celebrating with them. You're seeing how you can bring them down. You're seeing how you can sabotage their victory. You got to be careful who you mix with. Sometimes when God bless you with something, you can't celebrate with everybody. You can only celebrate. You got to be mindful of that. You can't celebrate with everybody. When you reach when God bless you with a certain business, or God bless you to accomplish something that you've been working at for very long. Sometimes you're gonna have a lot of haters. Sometimes you're gonna have a lot of jealous people around you that don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you get to that level. They want to see you mash up like them. We got to be careful who we mix with. We got to be careful who we call friends. Rest in peace. Condolences to her family, Shanquella Robinson, and rest in peace to Shanquella Robinson. Rest in peace, my sister. You didn't deserve that. Rest in peace, and condolences to her family. Well, this is Zaccheus with a lot of live word of the day. And the live word of the day is coming out of 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 4. They will betray their friends and be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Be safe out there, and watch who you keep as call friend, and watch who you keep as company. This is Zaccheus. Blessings.